Right, we are live. And we'll dive straight into it. Look who's back.
I was going to sing that Eminem song. Guess who's back?
Rachel's back. That's who's back.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, we've had to banish Joe to the corner. He's sulking that he's not on today's podcast. But today's podcast is a very personal one, and we've got a very exciting announcement to make. And I suppose we'll just dive straight into it because they've probably thumbnailed and we've clickbaited it, haven't we?
Yeah, you definitely clickbaited it.
Yeah, we are in. What day is it today? Is it Thursday? 2 days. We're getting a new English Mastiff puppy in 2 days. Heaviest, biggest dog breed in the world in 2 days. So we thought we'd jump on, explain why it's taken so long, where, how, and how you guys can follow along with the journey, because we're going to do, I know a lot of you are still here from the Will and Mabel days of kind of vlogging behind the scenes of me raising a puppy. We are going to be doing that again, but things have changed a lot in the last year since Mabel, so we kind of need to dive into it anyway, don't we?
Yeah. Maybe also just say that if you see a dog in the background, it's Puppy, she's here.
Yes, so
if you see us looking down, or she's over there now.
If you've been following me on my personal Instagram, you'll know that we're also fostering a puppy, but she's involved in an ongoing police investigation, so we can't really discuss anything about her publicly, but she can be floating around. So yeah, she's called Puppy, and if you see her floating around, that's Puppy. But yes, English Mastiff, do you want to announce the name?
Yeah, she's going to be called Eileen.
Eileen, the English Mastiff.
Yeah.
Yes, so Eileen the Mastiff is going to be coming to us in 2 days. Some of you may remember that was it the last time you were on the channel?
Probably.
Yeah, we did a podcast announcing that we were getting an English Mastiff, and we were meant to be getting one back in the summer from a breeder over in Italy, and it would have been the first time I've ever imported a dog, but the problem is I didn't realise that to import a dog from Europe, from the continent over to the UK, they have to have certain jabs, which means you can't get them until at least 16 weeks old, and obviously it's no secret I'm a huge advocate for early and intense socialisation with dogs, and I just wasn't prepared to miss out on that window. So unfortunately, that puppy fell through, and that triggered us the journey of trying to find a new breeder here in the UK to make sure that we could get it at 8 weeks old and start as we mean to go on.
Yeah, I just want to jump in and say we'll probably do a video about importing and that kind of thing, because it is a question that we get quite a lot, and it's not that you're anti-doing it, it's that like the breeder that we were going to get a dog from wasn't really doing much socialisation with them, so it's a case of like a breeder by breeder basis really of what we think about it, because we obviously have the boys to think about, and she wouldn't have met any kids or anything like that, so it was just super important for us to get one as early as possible.
But I'm actually, at the time, obviously I lost my deposit and it sucked, and I was a bit sad and down about it, but I'm actually now really glad it happened, because it meant that we found our breeder. Our breeder is based down in southern England called Wombloo Mastiffs. You can find them online, their website's cool, and honestly, and I'm not just blowing, so we've got no deal with them, paying full price for the works, it's just as any other customer would be. They are the best breeder I've ever encountered by a long way as well. We're going to show you their setup, the love they have for their dogs, what they've been doing in terms of early socialisation, toilet training. The facilities are out of this world, aren't they? Obviously, like I say, we're going to get to talking later about how we're going to document this journey, so you will get to see all that setup and stuff. It's amazing, but I honestly think we found the best English Mastiff breeders, and the mum and dad are both there, and they're awesome, aren't they?
Yeah, although I do keep saying that poor Eileen's going to be in for a shock when she comes here and she finds out that there's no soft play and there's no swing for dogs here.
They have a puppy swing, they have a puppy soft play, it's amazing. We'll share that with you. But so Wombloo English Mastiffs, because that's going to be the question we're going to get asked loads. Where are you getting her from? Why didn't you get that other dog? There we go. We've already discussed at length why we want an English Mastiff. We think they're probably the best breed for us, our lifestyle, our family right now. So that's kind of the common questions that we're going to get out of the way. Maybe
I think we just cover again a little bit why we're getting an English Mastiff, just in case people haven't seen the original.
Yeah, well, I'm a huge fan of Mastiffs. So are you, obviously.
We are big Mastiff lovers, and I think as well, especially actually probably now more so than when we were originally looking, we kind of want that not easy, but like lazier, low energy breed, because we're involved with so many other dogs that require a lot of time and energy that for our family dog, and also it'll mostly be me.
We're going to get onto that
nervous. It'll mostly be me doing a lot of the like training and the day-to-day stuff, so
because obviously running...
And I want a cuddly dog.
Yeah. Running Fenrir, it has been, in the last 12 months since we had Mabel, has just become... The business has exploded. The roles just completely different. We knew we wanted a family mastiff. I know I feel loads better travelling for work and stuff when we've got a guard dog breed left with Rachel and the boys, so we had that discussion. But I've always taken the lead in training any dog we've ever had. This time will be the first time that Rachel is going to be taking the lead training Eileen. Now that doesn't mean I'm not doing anything. There's no way I can't not get stuck in because I love it and I'll be helping Rachel, but I'm definitely going to try and take an active step back to let Rachel really thrive with doing it and build that amazing leadership and relationship. You are literally watching I keep walking in and hearing my voice in another room, and Rachel's sat studying the perfect puppy course, getting ready. So that's going to be really fun. I'm super excited for that. And then, like I say, that way, if I have to go and travel, we've got some really exciting shoots coming up, documentary ideas, Scandinavian shoots for kind of the Fenrir biking vibes. So once COVID is hopefully in the rearview mirror, I will be travelling for work much more. So Rachel will be locking the fort down with Eileen, the giant 200-pound mastiff by your side, making sure everyone's happy and we're all good. So yes, that's kind of the main reasons. Obviously we've got 2 young children, so we wanted to make sure that first and foremost they're wonderful with children. They've got enough of the guarding instincts, yes, not to the level of a bull mastiff or a Connie Corso, but more than enough for what we need, because I'm a big advocate that kind of intimidation factor is 99 times out of 100 more than enough, and English Mastiffs certainly provide that, and then they are just a very low energy, cuddly, loving, beautiful, wonderful Mastiff breed. So it'll be nice. I always find it difficult to replace a dog we've had, so having another Bull Mastiff would be difficult for me. Having another Connie Corso would be difficult for me. So this is like a new, fresh adventure with an English Mastiff. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of sit and watch you do it and try and sit on my hands a little bit and coach you through it rather than doing it myself.
I'm really nervous about it.
Yeah. So should we dive into how we're going to be kind of documenting it, where people need to go if they're not there already? I'll let you explain that.
Okay, so we are setting up an Instagram. So Eileen will have her own Instagram. So it's at Eileen the Mastiff. I'm sure you'll...
There'll be a link in the description. And is it ready to be followed now?
It is ready to be followed now. There's no content or anything up on there. Obviously, we have had like photos and things from the breeders, but I'm going to wait to take our own photos, I think, just because I'm really picky. And then we're also going to be launching her own YouTube channel. So this channel will kind of stay as it is, but actually with more training content on it. So we're going to be doing lots of like how-to videos on specific parts of training, so like sit down, that kind of stuff, with Eileen obviously, so you can like see it with an actual puppy. And then on her own channel, which will also be linked down below.
Yes, it will be live, ready to rock and roll. You can go subscribe to it as you're watching this.
There we go. So it will also be linked down below, and that will be more vlog style, kind of what we did with Mabel, but actually I think you did a lot more training in those vlogs, whereas I think these ones will be more...
family, behind the scenes.
Family, yeah. More focused on sort of... obviously, like when you do the puppy course, it's split into 3 sections. So there's the obedience side of things, which will be shown on this channel, and then like manners and socialization. More of that will probably be shown on the Eileen channel. And then if we, COVID depending, get to take her to really cool places or do stuff with the boys, and just day to day, and a bit of like behind the scenes as well of you and what we do here, like what's going on. So
it's interesting because when we do these kind of catch-ups, I'm like, things have changed so much, and it's hard to kind of, I forget because we're living it, I'm in the grind day to day, 18-hour days, it's hard for me to look back on where we were a few months ago. People are like, when did that happen?
Yeah,
and it'll be fun for you to be able to kind of follow along on Fenrir's journey just as much as Eileen's, but from an Eileen perspective.
Yeah, so Eileen's perspective on the Fenrir world.
It'd be nice when I have to travel for work and you can carry on them videos and I can look back and see what you're all getting up to.
I have to get a bit more confident on being on camera, but yeah, we'll get there.
I have zero doubt.
I've taken a long hiatus from being on camera, but yeah, so there'll be lots of stuff going on there, lots of we will be sharing the boys sporadically as well. But yeah, obviously they're at home at the moment anyway because we're on lockdown, so they'll probably actually focus quite heavily the first few weeks, which will probably be good for Eileen to spend a lot of time with them initially. Might distract Dexter from his homeschooling, but you know.
We are making do with what we have. Difficult situation.
We are making do with what we have. We are working, we are homeschooling, we are training.
Trying to grow businesses, fostering dogs.
We're fostering dogs.
It's been fun and games, hasn't it? But yeah, so I think that's kind of everything that we really wanted to delve into, isn't it, for kind of the updates. The main takeaways being Eileen the Mastiff Instagram, Eileen the Mastiff YouTube, so go and follow those now so you're ready, you'll be the first person to see anything. And then I just want to kind of reassure you, obviously we're in, if you don't know, if you're not from the UK, we're in a new completely national lockdown here, so it's been more difficult to get out to the rescue centres, and there is kind of we are a media company, so we're allowed to go on set, and obviously my work as a canine behaviourist has to be in person. It's just a weird grey area that we're trying to navigate safely is the main thing. So on this channel, the rescue diaries will carry on, making sure that we're helping the dogs that nobody else wants to work with. That's obviously a big passion of mine. But like Rachel said, how-to content, so little things. We want it to really kind of be extra added value, especially for people that are doing the puppy course, that we can give you kind of like these tips and tricks and quick fire videos, and it'll all link in really nicely with the 1-year perfect puppy course that so many people now are following, which is ludicrous to think how many people out there are
awesome.
Amazing in the best possible way. And the wind's just blown the door open, which is probably a good sign to tell me that I'm waffling and that we should wrap up and say bye, but it'll be 2 days.
2 days, and I don't know how long when you're thinking you'll have the first video up. Obviously we will film on Saturday. Yeah,
we've got a massive content creation team now, so it has to go through different editors and stuff. So Instagram will get popping straight away because you're going to run that. So if you want to just pop in not the hip way, Instagram will get going as of Saturday. So stories, pictures, that'll all be on Instagram.
I'll have my camera out. We'll be straight on it, straight on the photos.
She'll definitely be on my Instagram straight away as well. But for the videos, it might be a few days, it might be a week. But once they get going, they'll then be regular. It just takes time to get through editors and graphic designers and all that fun stuff that we now have found ourselves doing, which is been an exciting journey. So thank you very much. If you're still here or listening to me waffle, what are you doing with your life?
I know.
And we'll see you over on Eileen the Mastiff or on the next video here on Fenrir Canine Training. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.